All right, we are now live. Hey guys, Beers and Fears here. David and Brian with our Coors Light Summer Brew. We're not promoting it. Yeah, it's piss with citrus. But hey, you know what? It works, I guess. We have on our Google Hangout today the one and only Whitney Moore from Birdemics wanted to. Hey Whitney, how are you?
Hello. Working on my vodka kombucha. Super gross. Not good.
Vodka and homemade kombucha, right? You were saying?
My landlord's kombucha she made.
Wow, that sounds fantastic.
Will do.
First of all, you're viewing right now. We have so far 18 and climbing. And for everybody who's watching, you have questions, feel free. There is a Facebook event page that we have posted. Post your questions in there.
Is
You
there
can
a
also
live feed that we can see questions on?
yes, we can. If you go
I've never hung
to,
out.
let me give you that right now.
Oh wait, is it chat? Oh, there it is. This is so exciting. I've never hung out on Google before.
All right, so you got the hey, one new message. Let's see that. That's you.
It's me.
Here, send this here. This is where you want to find it. This will be the actual, just mute this when this pops up on your screen. And then when that pops up, just mute the actual audio. And it's going to be kind of funny because you're going to be watching yourself on YouTube.
Oh yeah, otherwise I have to hear myself talk, and I don't want that.
Yes. All right. So Whitney, how's it going in LA?
Oh, pretty dope. I'm trying to catch up on Game of Thrones, and that's not going well.
No. Are you a Game of Throner?
Yeah.
No, you know what? I got peer pressured into watching it, and it's not great. I feel like
that's good.
I'm like way more of a sci-fi fan. I'm a huge sci-fi fan, not a huge hard fantasy fan, and so I'm trying to get into it because a lot of people will say I'd be into it, but it's boring as shit right now.
Yeah.
It's not great.
Yeah, how far are you in, David said?
I'm only 3 episodes in, so I'm feeling like it's gonna get better.
Is it gonna get better?
Just don't get emotionally attached to any character at all.
I'm really good at not getting emotionally attached.
Yeah, they're
Most people.
pretty much don't.
I for one have not watched it and was not on my list. I'm trying to avoid it with all passion. So
Yes.
You know what I did watch all day was Rick and Morty.
oh, how is that?
Have you not seen Rick and Morty? It's the
I
shit.
have not.
It's so good. It's so good. It's like Twilight Zone, but way better. And in fact, they actually make fun of Twilight Zone in one of the episodes because it's really good sci-fi. So it's good.
That's awesome.
On it. It's good emotional TV. The fact that it's on their first season and they already have people completely endeared to the characters, it goes to show it's really good.
That's fantastic. We need to ask you. I know you've been asked this 100 times. What the hell is up with Birdemic? Really though. What was going through the director's head, man? Tell us, how did you get involved with this? I know I've seen things before. This was something you said straight out of high school, right? When you got
I mean that's a lot to answer.
I know. It's a loaded gun, really.
I got into Birdemic as a teenager because I had graduated high school and I was like, oh, I want to explore film. I'm an actor and I want to do that more. And he was the first person who I submitted my resume to a San Francisco casting website, and I auditioned for Birdemic at a parking lot. Should have been the first red flag.
Right.
But I was so excited. I got a call an hour later, and he was like, "Oh, I want you to be the lead in my movie." And I was, of course, very excited that I was going to be a lead in a feature film. The first thing that I auditioned for, and then 3 weeks in, I was like, "This dude's insane." He was drunk on set. throwing shit, yelling at just like people on the street. Because we were, you know, obviously it's a low budget film. You like steal shots from people, and so I was like, okay, we have to be subtle about it, probably. But he would just like yell at everybody, just regular townspeople who'd be like, "You are fucking up my movie." Like, dude, we're not supposed to be here. So it was 7 months of that.
Wow.
And he's, I don't know, when you ask what the deal is, like there's a lot. Like the other guy, Alan, and I sort of just decided that this would be our first movie. We would like get our practice out. Nobody would ever see it.
Right. Oh darn.
Yeah, didn't turn out how we planned, but what can you do?
But it's become almost like a cult classic, almost, you know. In a lot of
Honestly,
ways.
I'm just beside myself with how it's turned out because I've met some of my best friends through it, and people who I've like weirdly gotten work through it, which you wouldn't think should be a thing at all. But like I've gotten work through it through people who find the same things funny as I do, because I think Birdemic's hilarious just by happenstance, and other people find the same thing and then they realize that like an act, and so I've
Right.
got through it. So it's been nothing but good things post Birdemic.
Yeah, right. And, well, one of the things that we were talking about, and I got to ask you in the second one real quick. There's a part where there's a group of you guys, and I believe you're talking to a scientist, okay? And it's about halfway through the movie, and it cuts back to you guys, and I just fell out laughing because your facial expressions was like, "Why am I here? What are they saying? And what is going on?" It was just so classic. Was that just like really seriously? Because I mean, you were making some hilarious like looks at that guy when he was talking to you. So I was just curious on what was going on with that.
We shot that scene towards the end of the movie, and I tried hard, even through the second one, I tried hard to play it straight, because I know it's important, and it's shitty if you, like, wink at the camera and are like, hey, I'm doing a dumb thing. It's stupid. So I tried really hard to play it straight, but there are scenes where I couldn't keep my shit together because of just how ridiculous the scenario was, and
Right.
the fact that our director was drunk and, like, just being super weird and gross. And like, all right, I guess this is the situation that I'm in right now. So I tried. There's not a lot that I did purposefully weird.
Right.
The second one I gave less fucks, but
Yeah, exactly. No fucks were given at all, right?
right. Well, the second time around, I was in a much safer place because he had to sign a contract that said he couldn't get drunk on set. He couldn't like touch us. He couldn't like be really weird. So there was a whole other team there. As the first one was just him and Alan and myself, and I would go home crying a lot of the time because I could be like, well, I guess this is what movies are like. I guess this is what all directors are like. I'm a fucking 18-year-old, and you know, it was a lot. It was a lot of a different experience.
Wow. I don't even know what to say. That dude is a douche, I guess. So
This guy apparently
He's like legit insane. The funniest thing about Birdemic to me is when people assume that I am as stupid as the movie, because I've had a lot of people like message me and like tweet at me and be like, "Oh, like, did you know that Birdemic is a bad movie?" Like, they assume that like I am also part of the like, "Oh, it's a great movie," because that's what James is. James Wen. He really still thinks that he's going to get a $20 million picture deal from Lionsgate or whatever, and people assume that I'm like, oh yeah, Birdemic, it's great. Which I think I also, don't get me wrong, I think it's great, but different. I don't think it's going to launch a career.
Well, what led you to even do the second one?
The second one was a hard sell for me, to be honest, because first of all, I didn't ever want to work with that guy ever again because he's a creep, and also I had like a moral qualm because the kinds of movies that I like and Birdemic is funny for obvious reasons. I felt like doing it again the second time would be disingenuous, and I was wondering how lightning would strike a second time.
Right.
The thing that got me to do it was that, first of all, everybody else was already signed on, so I would be the asshole if I didn't do it, and I don't want to be a dick. So that's part of the reason. And the other reason was one of my best friends, Bobby, who was at Sundance the day he like drove his van up and down and like tried to get Birdemic sold. He was one of the first people who worked at Severin before it got picked up. He DP'd it because he's been working on a documentary about how insane the director is. And so he was like, I'm going to catch all of his meltdowns. And yeah, so he was like, you have to do it so I can like catch all of this behind the scenes. So, I mean, all my friends were on it. It was a much safer place than it was the first time around. So, like I said, I gave a lot less fucks.
That's awesome. David has some fan questions already posted for you.
Awesome.
So, and the first one, he'll say who it is, but this guy is actually an actor as well. He was a trauma actor in the movie Thanksgiving, one of my favorite dramas. So, go right ahead.
All right. So, Ryan Francis is asking, how close are you with the cast and crew of both of the Birdemics? And are you friends with them, and do you talk regularly with them?
I would say Alan, the other male actor who plays my opposite in the first one, we bonded sort of the way, you know, when people go through a traumatic experience together, they're sort of bonded for life.
Right.
Alan and I have this like unspoken connection where like we went through some real shit together, and he and I are like pretty opposite people. We don't like the same music. We're not the same. I'm a real nerd. He's not. But we have like this unspoken connection because we dealt with 7 months of real shit. So I talk to Alan every now and then. He's still out in LA trying to be an actor, and I check in with him every now and then. That's pretty much the entire crew for the first one. There was really no other one. But the second one, like I said, my friend Bobby was the DP on it, and I talk to him all the time. So I did not meet him through Birdemic 2, though. Everybody through Birdemic 2, they were just already my friends.
Right.
Although, I don't know, have you guys seen the movie?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so like the two like new leads,
Yes.
Tom and Chelsea. So that was really funny because it was both of their first movies also, similar to Alan and I, but they had heard that Birdemic had a little bit of speed or whatever, and so they were really excited to do it, and I was like, yo, careful, you don't know what's up. I'm like, haha, it's gonna be funny. And then it was a really funny thing watching them like 3 weeks in being like, oh, this dude's insane.
That is great. We got some more fan questions, but we first need to dip into this since we're all drinking right now. You told me a little while ago that you have a drinking game based around the first film, and we are very curious because I think everybody wants to know what the hell that drinking game is.
Oh my god.
So let's do this.
It sort of evolved because I made it for myself and my friends who went to the screenings regularly because, like, obviously I had to, and I needed to get through it somehow. So we made it. And then also, my friends who went to it, I didn't want them to be sober when they watched it, so I would like bring literally like 2 packages of beer and like a couple pizzas, and we'd go forth and drink in Birdemic. So this quickly evolved into a drinking game. So let me think of the rules. Obviously, one of the first ones was drink every time the sound drops out, which is a bunch.
Oh, man.
Drink every time a bird dies and a human dies. One of my favorites is drink every time the word retirement is said, which is like 17 times.
Wow, really?
One scene with me and the lady that plays my mom, and she's like, "Oh, I love retirement. I like retirement because I like to go on a cruise and I like to watch TV, and retirement is great." She says it a lot. Drink every time, obviously, a current political event is mentioned, like global warming or war or anything. Every time there's like a public agenda. And then somebody at the last screening made a drink every time you see Rod's Blue Mustang, which I hadn't thought of, but is also a lot.
That's really good. I didn't think about that one.
You're going to be drunk before like the first half hour.
Yeah, you're pretty much you're shit-faced.
I mean, you'd want to be, I think.
Yeah. Very true. Very true. The second game, we were trying to think of rules and things for the second one a little bit. I thought it was kind of funny. There was a lot of, I guess we should ask this question because this needs to be a part of the drinking game. We need to figure out how. Rashawn Jacobs, another fan, asked a question, and I think this goes with it really well. Giant jumbo jellyfish, what the hell? And was it carrying a switchblade? Because all of a sudden, like, her arm was bleeding, and we couldn't figure that out. So, what was that all about?
Answer that with a question. Was he expecting like quality or like
right
like things that were motivated by actual events or just like, a bunch of shit?
Right.
Like, and pretty much anything goes in Birdemic.
Yeah, that's very true. Very true. That movie was, I don't know. It's interesting because I really think it's going to be something that I expect to see in theaters at one of those like midnight showings here in the next 5 years. I really think it's going to become that movie, and I
will be there. I will be passing out beer and pizza.
Right, that's what I was thinking. It was like we're going to be front row. Like we might even actually start this. What the hell not, right? So looks like we got some more questions. Hold on.
How do I see the question? Are you guys? Is it on the?
It's coming in through the event page on Facebook. It looks like mostly that's what people are posting on. Ryan Francis says pizza necklace and pizza panties, question mark.
Oh, pizza panties. Well, those weren't real panties. I don't know if do you guys know the picture he's referencing?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm starting a pizza podcast pretty soon, all about pizza, because I'm an aficionado and like pizza. Do you guys see the music video?
No.
Oh my god! I'll have to link you. Hang on. I was gonna video all about pizza where I meet the love of my life, who's made of pizza.
This sounds amazing.
I'm just letting you know right now, as we speak, this is a better script than Birdemic, by far. I am sold.
Here, I don't know. Like, do I post it on this thing right here? This is like my love letter to pizza, basically.
There we go. YouTube watch. I'm going to let's click that real quick. The death set. I'm sure there's a way we can actually put it. So here, this is what I'm gonna do for all you fans out there, because I know you're gonna ask where the hell's the thing. I'm gonna post it in the event right now. And what is this? The death set, right?
Yeah, I have a very funny story actually about that. Brandon Dermer, who I've been working with since I moved to Los Angeles, he and I wanted to make a pizza music video for a very long time, and so we made this one just this last summer. And the band The Death Set, they're like East Coast punk, and they thought that the video wasn't punk rock enough, which is bullshit because everybody loves pizza. And
right.
The fiance of the lead singer was like, okay, let's do another pizza video, but I want to be the star. So they made like a separate, for a different song, they made like a separate pizza themed music video with like the dude's fiance getting marinara poured all over her tits. Super weird.
Wow.
So there's two. There's an alternate one for people who think that it's not punk enough.
Where is he on? Oh, I think we need to ask Mike that question. Why don't you ask that, Mike
Yes.
Mary? Yeah, let's ask that question. That's a good one.
Wow.
It's Coors Light, people. It's Coors Light.
All right. So, does James Yen seriously think he was making a competent movie, or is he in on the joke?
No, he's not. No, he's legit insane.
There you go, people. That was
Like-
by Mike Merriman.
No, I wish that were the case, but there were so many screenings of the first one that I went to where people were like, "Oh, so like this is a big joke," and that would be pretty brilliant if he was, but it's better that he's not because he still thinks he's gonna get a $20 million picture deal, and that's like it's both really cool because it's like, oh, this is genuine, it makes it funnier, it endears people to him, it's much better that way, but also he's insane. Like, he's a real crazy person who, like, throws shit and, like, is real megalomaniac.
Wow. I am jumping over to the YouTube link because somebody posted some questions there. Why don't you hit up Mike's real quick while I grab that?
All right. So, since we've been talking about pizza,
So
the
excited.
question is, New York thin sliced or Chicago deep dish?
Oh, my God. Do I have to pick?
Apparently.
Okay. Well, I'm from California, and so I'm told that I've never had a real legit Chicago deep dish. But the last one I had, my good friend, actually, Brandon, who directed the pizza music video that I linked you to, he got sent to him Illuminati's from Chicago, which I'm told is very delicious. And
it is
wasn't
insanely
fresh,
good. Yeah.
but it was really good. And so we had a pizza party. You know what? Honestly, I could have Little Caesars, I could have DiGiorno's, I could have $20 pizza, and I'd be happy. If it's pizza, I am very easy to please.
Yes.
And I'm not like a pizza elitist. I like both.
Oh my gosh! Wow. So we just found out another great question. We have a bunch of questions we need to get to on YouTube real quick.
How do I look at these questions? Can
I just found them actually on YouTube. I didn't realize people were posting there. So here, I'm linking you right now. Here you go. Coming. Boom. Go there, and I believe that's where all your questions are right now. And you can start picking and choosing. There's about 38 of them right now.
autograph my brother's guitar? Yeah, fuck yeah.
Oops. Where is it?
These are good. Chad Kimmery, he follows me on Twitter. He's a real dope dude.
Go forth and drink, he says.
I don't see any questions. I see some very clever and funny comments, though.
I see one. Green Star says, why did no one in Birdemic 2 have any knowledge of the first event?
I was literally just reading that.
Look at that.
So, I still don't know, Green Star. I don't know, like, I'm sure that there's enough research that you could do on Birdemic to, like, find out what the situation was. And TJ, the guy who plays the other lead, he seemed to have a little bit more knowledge of it than Chelsea, who is a model, like a very successful model, should not be doing Birdemic because she's like a beautiful lady. She was just sort of like, yeah, whatever, like I'll do, kind of like how I was. She was like, oh, like I'll get practice out on it. But TJ kind of, I think, knew what the situation was and hammed it up a little bit. I think that it was impossible for both of them to know how insane the director was and to know, like, they knew obviously like the first couple weeks going into it, but I think it's hard to guesstimate that kind of thing.
Very true. I like this one comment because we got called out on it. It's pretty awesome. I like it when people call it. Barry Weldson says, have you guys done any research whatsoever? Whitney, you are way too good for these burping chumps.
I saw that.
Yeah,
And no, not.
Very. We have done research, but if we just talk out of our asses and our mouths, then Whitney wouldn't have anything cool to say right now. So the whole point of Google Hangout is not.
I am not too cool to hang out with you guys on a Monday night getting drunk on a Google Hangout. I am not at all too cool for that. So.
Hey, you know, cheers to that, and maybe he should have just asked for you to do a Google Hangout himself. So.
I'll do it.
Yeah, that's right. Let's see what else we got. There's one on our Facebook, Mr. Mike, again. Actually, he's got a couple of them. He likes pizza, apparently, so this is good. I like it.
I'm glad I wore my pizza necklace.
That's right.
Okay. So, first question. This is a two-parter, I guess. Do you think, with a bigger budget, could he go to work for Asylum Pictures making movies for Sci-Fi Network?
You know what? A lot of people have commented about Sci-Fi Network because it seems like a good audience for that, but honestly, like, Birdemic 2 was a bigger budget than Birdemic 1, obviously, and he still did the same shit. Like, that was a big worry with a lot of people, was that, oh, it's like a bigger budget, there are producers involved, it's going to be too on the nose, but he still ended up doing the exact same thing where it's like, I don't know how to make a movie, so I'm going to tell you to, like, cross the screen and, like, say this line. Like, we were fed most of our lines on the spot. And
wow.
So to answer your question, I think that it would be the exact same shit, because you don't know how a movie works, you don't know how to make a movie, it doesn't matter how much money you have, it's just going to be a piece of shit.
Right. That's awesome. Let's see what else we got. These are great questions. I'm having a good time. Destiny Hanley actually said something on the Facebook page.
Destiny Hanley is my old roommate.
Is that who that is? She was like, I asked a bunch of questions, but I'm still trying to find a question from her. Destiny, we have a question for you. How was living with Whitney Moore? Let's see what else we got. Rick and Morty, 100 years later. She'd be watching the Kings. Oh, shouldn't you be watching the Kings game right now? Who cares about the Kings? They won't win.
I was watching Rick and Morty right before I came here.
Yeah, there you go.
Really, really good. If any of you who are watching this have not seen it, fuck you. It's a great show.
Let's see what else we got here. Annie's Miss Moore. All right, Destiny, you should probably know this question since we've been told that you were the roommate. But she wants to know, what's your favorite kind of pizza? I see you like it on your chest.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, first of all, there's no pizza that's not my favorite, but I'll have to say that Hawaiian pizza has a special place in my heart. I love hot fruit on a pizza.
You love fruit on a pizza? That's the one thing I have troubles with. I can't do.
I like dead animals on my pizza.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Any meat? Yeah, absolutely. There's actually there's a place here in Los Angeles called Lucifer's Pizza, which is great because I like Satan, and also it's like they rate your spicy levels. So you can get like 1 to 5 spicy, and they have a lamb pizza that is superb. If you're out in Los Angeles, definitely get it.
That's fantastic. Hey, Mike Merriman, we're going to answer this question for you. He want to know what you're drinking in your glass. Besides melting ice. Mike, did you tune in at the beginning of the show? Come on, guy.
It's not. I have I made myself a little cocktail of a grapefruit. This is so fucking disgusting, by the way. It's grapefruit vodka and strawberry kombucha.
Oh, man. Yeah, it doesn't sound. No. Pop open another Coors Light, my friend.
You know what? If you're watching Birdemic, anything goes.
That's true. Very true. Couple questions for you that's from us personally. What's coming up next for you? Is there anything that you have planned going on?
So much.
We want to know. We want to know what's going on with you because we both feel, and I think all the viewers out there. I mean, we like making fun of Birdemic, but we also think that you're a lot better than Birdemic. So, what the hell else is going on with you?
Well, I shot 2 movies over the summer last year that are coming out this year. One I hope is premiering in LA soon. It premiered at the Louisiana Film Festival, which is where I shot it. It's called Student Bodies, and it's a comedy, which is great because I get to be funny in it. And then I also shot a zombie movie in Calgary, in Canada, called Breakdown Lane, and I'm the only character in it, which is super weird. But so we'll see what happens. So that's cool because I like action movies. Like I want to like kick a little ass, so that'll be cool. I just shot a movie just now that should be coming out really soon called Yeti: Life on the Streets. It's about a gay Yeti, and I get to be super funny in it, which is cool. So I'll keep everybody on Google Hangout posted. I'll email all of you.
Awesome.
Yeah, I've just been doing like a couple funny movies. I'm doing a lot more comedy, which is very, very fun for me and sort of what I want to be doing. So
Good.
So yeah.
That's awesome. Guys, I just got home from happy. Uh-oh.
What happened?
Uh-oh, Mike. Mike is saying something. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Mike is off the hook right now. Guys, I just got home from happy hour. I was a bit late to the show. Haha. Sorry. That's all right, Mike. You know, that's all right. You know, I guess it's fine. You did not get to hear about the concoction that was in her cup earlier, so that's fine.
We got you.
We got you. So what do you have? Oh gosh, man, what is going on? When is James DeWin filming the Birdemic? I can't even answer that question. He wants to know when is James DeWin going to be basically doing the Expendables, but Birdemicables. So.
Birdemicables. Wait, Kirk Datz asked if I could autograph his brother.
Like physically his brother.
Yeah. Well, he added brother's guitar. But
okay.
I'm gonna autograph his brother.
Yeah, usually autograph. Sorry,
forehead.
No, the forehead right across the top. Let's see what else we got. Ask Whitney what she recently watched.
Jesus.
Mike, we love you, buddy.
Maybe we should have just invited him.
Yeah, we should have just had Mike take over the show right now. Okay, that's a good question. Go ahead and ask that one.
All right. So, what is in your recently watched queue on Netflix? Assuming you have Netflix.
Well, let me tell you, I have a really hard time watching anything that's not The Simpsons. So I haven't watched any good shows. I'm just now getting into Game of Thrones because I feel bad that I haven't watched any of it. I'm like so out of the loop. So I'm up to episode 4 in Game of Thrones. Finally can be relevant. But usually I just watch cartoons. I watch episodes.
Yes.
I watch Rick and Morty. I watch Bob's Burgers. Anything.
Yes.
Fucking Mr. Pickles. That cartoon. It's really good. I'm trying really hard because I haven't watched like Mad Men, Breaking Bad, The Wire, like all of those shows. Haven't seen them. Because I'll like sit down and be like, oh wait, I have a dedicated hour to watching TV. Let me watch something, and I can't commit to anything, so I'll just end up watching Futurama.
Let's see here. You want to ask for Sean's?
Okay. All right. So apparently you said you learned how to twerk upside down, and we were apparently supposed to ask for proof. And who was your guru?
Well, I'm like, there's no good wall to twerk on over here. I'm not gonna twerk upside down, but I will say that I watched a YouTube series on how to twerk. I'm curious.
We need to link that too.
Oh yeah, we need to link that. We're looking that up right now.
You just look at YouTube how to twerk, and it's one lady breaking it down, and she's great. She knows, and I learned how to twerk. I impressed all my friends, and that's the end of that story.
Is it how to twerk like a pro?
Let me see.
There's a lot that comes up. Wow.
Twerk.
Wow.
It's the first one. How to twerk dance club moves. It's the first one that comes up.
Here, let me put that in and see what we get. Oh, wow. Wow, look at that. How to twerk club dance moves. 29 million views on this. That's insane.
She's really good. She teaches you how to twerk very nicely. She's a good teacher.
Oh boy, here we go. Advertiser. We're hooking the twerk lady up. Let's do this. All right, here we go. Posting right now. How to twerk like Whitney Moore.
Maybe I'll post a twerk video.
There you go. Boom. All right, we got some more questions on the Facebook part. Let's see what we got here. Whitney, we really appreciate you hanging out with us, by the way. This is a great time.
I'm having a great time. You know what I would be doing if not hanging out with you guys?
Watching twerking?
Definitely twerking. Probably twerking with a pizza in my hand, watching Twilight Zone.
Oh,
that's my natural state.
That's a fantastic combo, yeah.
I mean, that's my life.
Actually, Mike says that Alan Baugh, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that last name right, hit him up on Twitter about screening Birdemic up here in Sacramento. Told me he was from this area. Is that?
He was from Sacramento.
Awesome. So that Birdemic 2 screening might actually happen, which would be awesome. He wants to know.
My family is also from Northern California, not Sacramento, but I would love to come up if it's happening.
Love to have you. Yeah, that'd be awesome. And also, there's a stereo in the background straight out of 1974. You said, little stereo in the background there, little blue one. It looks like.
Oh, that's my record player.
Beautiful, beautiful. What is
your only toys?
what is that? Oh, Catwoman.
1950s Catwoman.
That is awesome.
There's a little guy made of slime. There's Danger Girl. Got a lot of toys.
That's awesome.
A lot of nerd shit.
A lot of bird shit.
Well, that too. Also,
oh, that too. Okay.
Nerd shit, bird shit.
Get
Not
it.
a lot of both.
So tell us. Obviously, when you got through the first part of Birdemic, and by the way, make sure, guys, at the end of this, when this is posted, we're going to have links, hopefully, to where you can check out the upcoming films that Whitney was talking about, because we really want to make sure that we promote that, get those out there to you, because like some people said in the YouTube questions, when are you going to start a movie that isn't shit? And I believe that that is coming right now. So, but we will be posting those as well. Is there a slated date for those films that you were talking about earlier?
They're both purported to come out this summer. In the meantime, I did that pizza music video. I've been doing some shorts. Actually, I am starting my foray into the YouTube world hesitantly, but it's going to happen. So hopefully I will do some scripted comedy there, which I will definitely keep everybody posted on via Twitter and YouTube and all that stuff.
That's awesome. And when did this idea with the whole pizza thing come up? Like, how did that come about? Because first of all, fans already. You said pizza, we're in, and it just sounds who doesn't? And
yeah,
how did
right?
that come about? That's so cool.
Pizza kind of became my thing weirdly because like all of my friends in my circle know that I really like pizza, and for a while, last year, let me see if I can find the picture. We would go to like every pizza place in LA, and we would take pictures of me like holding pizza up to my face because I was like very into it. And then there was this one picture that got on the front page of Reddit, which I was really excited about.
That's
and
cool.
Ever since then, like that was just like a weird thing that I did with my friends. But then since then, every time there's like the slutty pizza costume in Halloween or like something pizza related, people send it to me and be like, "Oh, Whitney," like my friends associate me with pizza, which is pretty cool if you think about it. It's like
I think so.
my favorite thing ever. And then like I said, this dude Brandon and I, we'd been planning on doing a pizza music video since like 2 years ago, and we just did it. Okay, I finally found the picture. How do I do this? Open image. Okay, got it. So we released this pizza music video, and like via that, it was through Dimmock, and so via that we did like the pizza shirts and like pizza contests, and it just sort of like happened that way. And now I am associated with pizza, and my friend asked me to do a pizza podcast with him, and I'm super excited about it because it's a passion of mine, maybe you could say. Is this link that I sent you guys, is this like...
Oh, the photo? Okay, here it is.
Yeah, is it available to everybody, like, or is it just you guys? It's a group chat.
God. What a great photo.
So that's Masa Pizza in Los Angeles in Echo Park, and that's deep dish. That was my first deep dish pizza I've ever had. And that fucking Ninja Turtles cheese is like the greatest thing ever. It's really But I don't know. Can everybody see that, or is that just a chat between you?
Just a chat, but I'm gonna share that right now if you're okay with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there's that.
Is that not a link?
There it is. Finally came through. And then I will post it in here as well. Let's see here. Here you go. Pizza photo.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. Boom. Okay.
Well, Mike Merriman asked what my favorite grocery store frozen pizza is.
Oh, good question, Mike.
Yeah, really good. There's a California Pizza Kitchen barbecue chicken pizza that I'm a big fan of. You guys?
That's awesome. We just saw a comment on the YouTube that said that every time Whitney says pizza, I drink. So apparently you're starting a drinking game right now.
Pizza?
Yeah.
Times or something in a row.
Every time we say, so you have to say pizza like as much as possible in the next 20 minutes. So
it won't be hard. That's my life.
That's fantastic.
That's a great idea.
That was quick question from Barry Wendelson on YouTube. He goes, "How did Damian Carter get picked to do the "Hanging with the Family" song for Birdemic? And did you meet the band at all?"
I have kind of a dark story about that because Damien is the sweetest man ever. He's so nice, and he knew James Wen before Birdemic, before I knew him, because I guess he worked on one of his previous movies, and so he like knew what he was like. And there was one night, the night that we did the Hangout with my family scene, where James got really drunk, and he was very, very upset with me because he forbade me to hang out with Alan outside of shooting. I guess he thought that we would like fall in love and get distracted from the movie or something, but he was like, "You can't hang out." And at the time, Alan lived in Sacramento. I lived in San Jose, and we would shoot in Half Moon Bay, which is sort of in the middle. And so it was like a late night, and I was like, "You can just crash in my house. It's not gonna, whatever." So he slept on my couch, and I guess like somehow James found out about it, and he was so mad. He yelled at both of us, and then got really drunk on set. And then Damien drove me home from Half Moon Bay, and it was just like the sweetest guy ever. So I don't remember what the question was, but that's what happened. Oh, how he got involved with it was that he had been involved previously and knew he already knew. He had a handful of experiences dealing with the director and being like, "Let me watch out for you. Let me drive you home."
That's awesome. We got some really good questions on here. Chad Kimry, you said he follows you on Twitter? I remember the push for you to become a character on Video Game High School. Is that going to happen?
I was a character on Video Game High School. What he's referring to was there's a great company, Rocket Jump, that produces a series called Video Game High School on the net, and I was doing their social media for a while, and I organized a live stream to get everybody. They were doing a Kickstarter for their 3rd season, and I wore a dinosaur costume. And they started a campaign because they really liked me as a dinosaur, and also I was eating pizza, of course. They started.
Hold on. What was that word again? Pizza? All right, go ahead.
Pizza. They started. I got like a parody Twitter account out of it, and also somebody started a Change.org campaign to get me on the third season, which is great.
That's awesome.
It was really cool, and so I'm like day playing in one of them. But it's a really good series if you like video games and if you like high school, which nobody does.
You like high school?
I don't remember liking high school at all.
No, I hate high school. Can I read you guys? My Siri recorded some of what I was saying for some reason.
Yes.
I have a whole sentence. It says, okay. And already have a pizza cutter became my thing weirdly because like all of my friends and my hate in my circle know that I really like pizza. And for a while last year, New Zealand temperature, and we would go to like pizza place in LA, and the way that you pictures of me home and like holding keep up to my face because I was like, Marion, do it. And then there was one picture that got on the front page of Reddit, which is really excited about everything.
That's awesome.
Good.
My
Good,
goodness.
Siri. Way to go. I want to send this.
Hold on, let's see here. That's not drinking. That's drinking Suicide Pact. That's funny.
Oh! Okay, the guy that you guys were saying started the pizza drinking game is my
Yes.
best friend, Kaylee, who lives
Oh,
in
nice. Well, I think it's working because I'm getting. Thank you, Kaylee. We appreciate that. What else? There's a couple other ones. There was another one on here. Oh, same best friend wants to know if you're gonna shoot us a how-to twerking video.
You know what? Maybe later tonight. Maybe, who knows what the night could hold. Maybe.
You know what would be great if it was a twerking video of you dressed up like a dinosaur or pizza, or dinosaur eating pizza, because I think that would be a win all the way around.
Exactly.
I think we've got a viral video on our hands.
I think so. That's automatic. Let's see here. What we got on here? Good times. I got another one. Oh, no, that's somebody else here. Cool. That's it on that one. Keep the questions coming, guys. We still got about 10-15 minutes before we wrap up. So, if you have any more
we
questions.
were going to watch the movie, and I was really afraid.
No, like I said, unfortunately, guys, we couldn't watch the movie just because it can be a copyright issue. So we're not going to.
Yeah, we prefer to not get sued. 'Cause
Yeah,
we don't make any
money doing this. Yeah, but it sounds like we're going to have a screening here in Sacramento. So we'll keep you posted on that because I think we need to create that. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Now, if some by chance, if he decides to upload this to YouTube, at that point, then we can do that screening because once you upload it, it's good to go. So maybe we can.
I don't even know how you're supposed to watch Birdemic. I think you can do like screening.
Good job. We found, actually, I found it at electronics store here in town and picked it up. I was really.
It was being sold at a place?
Yeah, I won't tell you how much I paid for it either because I feel like he needs to write me a check. So.
No, please do. I haven't earned any money out of either of them, so I'm always curious.
We got it at well, I guess I'll say it. We got it at Fry's Electronics here in Sacramento, and it was, I believe, $12.99.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
$12.
Yep. And I was just shocked that I even saw it there, and they had multiple copies, which even blew my mind even more. So, because you can rent it online. I've seen it on Amazon for like $2 for rent. So yeah, but that sucks. I try to figure out why you haven't received any type of proceeds for this. Like, is there an underlining contract that he wrote up that screwed all you guys? Because this movie is making some type of money, I would think.
You know, it was not really James Wynn who was in charge of this one's the whole production. There was a producer involved, and I think that we spent a lot of the money just doing screenings. We did a whole national tour, which I'm sure was expensive. But I have not earned any money from it. Only friends.
That's
I've
it.
earned a lot of friends.
And I think you got a great following now too, regardless. So that's awesome.
What was the budget on the movie?
Yeah, that's a good question. What's the heck of the budget on this? Or can you not say or don't know? That's fine too.
I don't know. The first one was less than $10,000.
Okay.
I think the second one was around 20, so still very small, but more than the last one.
Gotcha.
I don't notice, but it's a real production value in the second one.
They probably spent a lot of money on that jellyfish. I think you're right. So.
True. That was half of the budget.
Right.
Fun story. That was actually the first day.
Really?
And I was supposed to be there. I was supposed to be in that scene, but I have epilepsy, and I woke up and I was having a lot of seizures, and so I couldn't come, and I almost was fired. James almost fired me because he thought that I was slacking off, but
wow.
I couldn't go. So that's why they wrote in like, hey, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I gotta go pee, and then I come back and I'm like, hey, what's up? Oh, somebody got jellyfish. That's weird.
Somebody just got assaulted.
Oh, that's hilarious. Wow. I'm thinking our next Google Hangout we need to get James Dewan on here and just smack him around a couple times.
Is that a hangout or an intervention?
Is that an intervention? It might be an intervention. So, Mike also asks, who would you choose to star in a Whitney Moore biopic?
Like as me?
Exactly. Yes.
Probably like Tom Cruise.
That's awesome.
I saw Edge It Tomorrow last week, and it was really good. And so if he wanted to be me in a movie, I'd be like, yeah, totally. You can do that.
That's great. That is great. Let's see here. We're about to wrap it up, guys. Some great questions had came through. So if you guys have anything else, please feel free to post. We will actually send them as well. So Whitney can always look at them. I think it's great that she took up the time of her day to be able to hang out with us. One of the best questions I've seen so far is, please announce that Birdemic 3 is a reality. Yeah.
It's got to be a trilogy, right?
It has to be a trilogy, I would think, maybe, possibly.
Yeah, you'd think so. I know that James, honestly, he didn't want me in the second one. He didn't want Alan or me in the second one because he thought that we were the reason people didn't like the movie.
Wow.
So the third one, I don't know. I'd be hard pressed to find out if he wanted us in it. But I know that he has his fingers in like a couple other pies. He wants to do a movie about Vietnam. He had like a couple projects in the pipeline when he was doing it that, honestly, I think that he might have moved out of the country, so who knows? But I also know that during the screenings when we did across the country, he would promise every single city that Birdemic 3 was going to be filmed there. So like Portland would be like, oh, Birdemic 3 is going to take place in Portland, just because he liked the reaction. So he'd be like, oh yeah, Seattle, oh New York, it's going to happen here.
Oh man.
So apparently we are going to go all around the world with this.
Apparently. Wow, what a interesting person. And I really think that he really does think I saw an interview with him actually, and I don't understand half the things that he said, but he really does think he's like a modern day Alfred Hitchcock almost.
Yeah, I think that's what people like about the movie is that he's so genuine. And he thinks that it's such a good movie. Like that's very endearing. Whereas like Tommy Wiseau, for example, Birdemic gets compared to The Room a lot, and Tommy Wiseau made a point to say that he did it purposefully, which obviously he didn't like do it on purpose, but he made a point to say, oh, it's a dark comedy, like this on purpose, so like makes it funnier in a way. But James will hold tight to the fact that he thinks that it's a good movie with a message. And I think that's very endearing.
It is, and I just wish him the best of luck, honestly, because he does need intervention. I'm going to say it right now. That dude needs intervention by all means, and we're willing to talk to you, James, and intervene with you. So
you're listening.
yeah, we might throw a beer at you or something, but that's fine. So, guys, hey, this is going to wrap up our Google Hangout with Whitney Moore. It's scheduled for an hour. We're coming about 2 minutes till.
Back to that.
Whoa.
Yeah, I clicked on the link and I heard my voice. That was terrifying.
I thought maybe your Siri was yelling at you now. So, but hey, that's it for us. Whitney, don't hang up on us after we stop broadcasting. We want to talk a little bit more if we can. Also, this is your opportunity. Please let everybody know where they can find you. Their social media, where they can hook up, Twitter-wise, all that good stuff. So it's all you.
Oh, is there a link that I can post?
Yeah. Go ahead and post it right here. We copy it and post it for you.
Okay. I'm on Twitter. You know what? Twitter is like probably my favorite vehicle for social media, just because I enjoy speaking into a void, and I am super weird on Twitter, so you can do that. Also, I have a Facebook page that I will link you to. Here we go. Nope, that's not it. Are you guys on Twitter? Am I following you?
We are. I don't know if you are, though.
No, what is my Facebook?
You need to fix that, right?
I've been in the habit recently, people will ask for like signed pictures, and so I'll send care packages to people. So if anybody wants a care package, I'll send pictures and write letters and put stickers in, because I like to do that.
Awesome. Stickers are the way to go, people. That is awesome.
Stickers rule.
They do. You know what? Oh, you need to make some scratch a sniff pizza stickers.
Ooh, that'd be delicious.
That would be amazing. In all flavors, like sausage, pepperoni. You could totally
copy a picture of my butt with a pizza on it, but scratch and stuff. Oh,
it's a seller.
Genius.
You could totally copyright that. Just don't even worry about that.
The internet, don't copy.
No, you can just send us some. That's fine. All right, so guys, that is it for us. Whitney Moore, thank you so much. Very humbling.
That was super fun.
We had a great time. Love to do it again sometime, so keep us posted on your upcoming films when they're out, and we will definitely have you back. And I really think that we need to have a screening pretty damn soon.
As long as we're allowed to drink.
As long as we're allowed to drink. So, Whitney, that's it for us and us at Beers and Fears here. Thank you so much, and cheers to you, my dear. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Cheers. Thank you, guys. Tune in. Pizza for life.
Bye, everybody.